now, 1,258 Indigenous groups failed to report. So this is ultimately a lot of taxpayers' money going, we're not too sure where, but it doesn't seem like it's going to the right people, does it?
Look, you've got over 3,000 Aboriginal corporations. 1,258 failed to report to ORIC. ORIC is an organisation that's to oversee, it's an Aboriginal organisation to oversee the corporations, Indigenous corporations. They don't have to follow the same guidelines and rules as those other companies, non-Indigenous companies that are controlled by ASIC. And it's wrong, so they've failed in the reporting, on general reporting, financial reporting. Other reports are supposed to hand down, so they haven't even bothered to do that. And we're talking about people that are on, $250,000 a year plus.
Right.
And this has been ongoing, Mike. This has been happening for quite some time, and I have raised it on the floor of Parliament. I'm furious about it. We're talking about millions and millions of taxpayers' dollars that goes to these corporations. They can't even, comply with the rules. There is so much corruption, nepotism that is happening in this. And actually, I complained about one organisation, and I named the fellow on the floor of Parliament. They sent in the department to speak to me and said, keep quiet about it and stop raising it. And I said, you've had this for a couple of years. You've done nothing about it. No, I will not keep quiet. So what happened was they followed up the investigation. He was found to have guilty of corruption. So it is happening, but they don't want to do anything about it. They shut down because you speak about it. You're called racist. But I believe the taxpayer has a right to know where their monies are going. Are they being used wisely? Are they being wasted? And I'll keep exposing it.
Indeed. So do you believe that the reason they're able to avoid scrutiny is because they play the race card?
Yes, definitely. They do. Why do you have, if they're set up as corporations in Australia, why is one set of corporations treated totally different to everyone else? They're based on race. And that's the problem that we have. ORIC is based on a race. It's a corporation. And people don't investigate. I've raised it, a couple of other senators have raised it, just Senator Price has raised it actually, about calling for accountability. But I've been calling for this for the last 30 years, Mike, and it was brought to my attention then. And I'll still keep calling it out.
But it's totally contradictory to apparently say, leave them alone, you're a racist if you bring it up. The money isn't going to the right people to help them.
That's right. So it's estimated about 30 to 35 billion a year is paid into an Aboriginal industry, a gravy train that I call it. And the fact is that we've got, at the last census, it was around approximately about 820,000 people claimed to be Aboriginal. And the census before that, over a period of 5 years, it increased by 25% of people claiming to be Aboriginal. And there's no definition to Aboriginality. You can self-identify.
That's right.
So a lot of people jumping on board claiming to be Aboriginal that are not. So there is a lot of inequalities in our whole system, the way the country is going at the moment. And I think that's what has frustrated me and a lot of other Australians. They say, they're disadvantaged. Well, I'm sorry. You go and have a look in our suburbs, on our streets, and in rural and regional Australia, and you'll see many disadvantaged people.
Yes, you will.
You'll see about 1 million kids that are actually going to school hungry, 1 million kids that are living on the poverty line or below the poverty line. You've got families living in cars. These people aren't Indigenous. Disadvantage can affect anyone.
Well, it certainly is an era we're living through where it does affect so many people, and I can only see it affecting more and more.